Vanilla 3 start at the beginning. I'm curious to see if they do that again. Of course, as you all know, this is the flag set that we're using for this is that all the dungeons are randomized amongst themselves, so they're going to be in their vanilla locations, just shuffled. So level 7 could be at vanilla 3, level 3 could be at vanilla 7. Of course, also all the items in the dungeons are randomized, including the floor heart containers, the boss heart containers. So dungeons like level 1 and level 8 are going to have 3 items apiece. And of course, because of the locations of these dungeons, we're going to have a few more required items, including the raft, recorder, bow silvers, and more than likely the ladder, as we saw from the last seed. Very required ladder.
Yeah. Well, Shton did find bombs off the Gibdos. It's a vanilla 3, and oh look, we found level 9 already.
Just like that.
Mid-secret this time around, only 28 rupees, a far cry from the max 40 that it was in the last seed.
Yeah, we did see arrows in the candle shop, so no easy candle right off the bat. Bit of a rough overworld. We got blue dark nuts and Pulse Voice, which means that the dark nuts are going to be only in the overworld, and Pulse Voice are only going to be in the overworld, which more than likely means that we'll have, what, Lionels and Wizrobes in dungeons again?
Yep.
Oh boy. Hopefully we get some more blue Wizrobe rooms. Ooh, that's an awful room for Shton over there on the way to level 1.
Yeah.
Yikes. You just gotta hope that they go in a different direction. Huh. Okay, level 2 at Vanilla 1. I missed it. What JP was in and out of Vanilla 3. So, oh yeah, because that was level 9. I forgot. We did just see that on Shton's side, but Shton was able to screen wrap over to get that information quicker.
Hey, look, we're key locked out of level 2.
Well, that was fast. So, because of JP not knowing how to, or not knowing how to perform the screen wrap, it does allow him to get this medium secret over here if he finds bombs, and continue his route over to Vanilla 6, check the Armo spot and all that. He's down to half a heart, and with levers, you got to be a little bit careful. We do see our candle in the bomb shop for 67 rupees, so we're gonna have to acquire a few more buccarinos so we can pick that up.
Ooh, and the Armos item hasn't shuffled this time. What do we got?
Oh god,
here?
that was terrifying.
So the small secret is at the Armos item normally, so that means the Armos item will be where the small secret Armos is, which is 2 screens east of Vanilla 2.
Oh gosh, that is so unfortunate for JP. Literally at the top of the screen and a boulder spawns on top of him.
Oh, making their way over to level 6, so yeah, that's a rough death.
Yeah. But that's how it goes. You ain't playing Zelda 1 rando right if you don't die in the overworld at least once. Right?
Yeah.
Can we gatekeep
100%.
that? Can we do that? Alright, good.
Yeah, let's ban anyone from running who's good at the game.
Yeah,
they didn't know
exactly.
level up the chance.
Well, it looks like JP is going to grab one of the Take Any heart containers that are below here. There are 4 in the overworld. 2 are behind bomb walls. 1 is behind a bush that you hit with the candle, and 1 is behind the raft. The raft one you rarely ever see because it is kind of really far out of the way. And raft sucks. Wow, what a huge find already for Shton. Get that magical key. That first, that's huge. Now I can go back and do 2, which was immediately key locked.
Early any key, a big find, gives you the ability to complete almost every dungeon as long as you're not bomb locked.
Ooh, that's unfortunate getting that blue dark nut following him, so he's gonna have to go back out and into this room. So at this rate, assuming JP follows suit and checks the Armo spots over here, he will be able to get that magical key as well. We do find level 1 at level 2, so they kind of just swap places.
Yep, level 1's the dungeon you want to find. See, we'll likely be our first item here. Nope, never mind. We have a segmented one.
Level 1 is also a nice dungeon to find after getting the magical key. Just because there tends to be a lot more key locks in this dungeon.
And he is key locked immediately. Hopefully he goes 2 screens right to that Armos and gets that any key. He doesn't
Yeah,
know
but-
that at the point because he didn't check the other spot yet.
Yeah, he was pretty close to doing it. Problem is, how the heck is he supposed to get out of here with these enemies being like this? If it's not a blue dark note, it's a Pole's voice. What's next this time? Gibdo?
Gibdo.
Yep, Gibdo. Gibdo's a little bit easier to push out of the way, though.
It looks like they're finally going to get their way through it. That makes life even worse. Ropes in the overworld are rolled high. However, he is going straight to the armor spot, so he's gonna get a nice lucky break here.
Ooh, gotta be careful. Down to 1 heart. See if he can get back into level 1. He's got to be careful as well, because these Pole's voice do love to screen wrap. Which is kind of unfair that they can do it, but he can't. He's getting bopped in the butt by a rope.
Oh no!
Yep. Sneaky lever.
Meanwhile, we see the Red Wizrobes infested in level 1. I believe the staircase was a stealth staircase, so it took you to a single room all by itself in the far north.
So that's 2 dungeons that JP has tried to go to, but has been immediately rejected. Right outside the entrances. Looks like he is going to go ahead and head back there, because level 1, as we say, has 3 items in it. It's generally shorter than some of the other dungeons that are in the game. So it's a good one to find pretty early. And there's the Triforce on the ground.
So we get pretty early, and this should be our first item here in 1. And it's Lord Banana. I'm not going to call that too vanilla, because usually it's on the floor in level 1, not on the staircase.
And honestly, I think grabbing this at this stage is a good idea. Especially until you figure out, what the healths of enemies are, because, the boomerang can still kill enemies if they have very low health, like Geese and Gels normally. So, and stunning enemies is pretty good to have too.
Yeah, good luck using that on Wizrobes though.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise it personally. This is terrifying.
It's like you're dancing with those things. Oh, he got bopped.
Yeah, he was trying to use the whole hide in a doorway, but that only works on the right side doors. You can kind of hide in the doorway at a particular pixel where you can hit them, but they cannot hit you. So that only works on the right side. And the other thing that's unfortunate for JP is he did pick up that Take Any Heart, so now, even with the death or an up and A, he doesn't have those sword beams.
And level 1 is a literal toilet bowl, as evidenced by all the Wizrobes. And the fact that it's shaped like a toilet bowl.
More like a bidet. It's a bubbler. What's that one tiny little dot up at the top?
That's where I keep the magazines. Oh wait, this isn't 1995 anymore, never mind. We have cell phones now. We have cell phones now.
Oh
Jesus.
gosh. What is with level 1s and blue Wizrobes? Why does this keep happening? These poor runners. We're still looking for our 2 floor items. That could be one of them behind that set of blue Wizrobes.
Both sets of blue Wizrobes would actually have it. We have 4 rooms here to check that Shton hasn't checked just yet.
And though JP is in the one-off spot up in the corner, he is probably going to spend a few extra bombs. Well, as long as he keeps getting bomb drops, he's got no issue with that.
Look at this, more Wizrobes here.
Oh my gosh. No items. Oh, nice work by Shton, utilizing the whole half pixel or half tile or whatever you want to call it. If you're kind of standing halfway in the tile, you can avoid taking damage from the Wizrobes that are shooting, north and south. It's pretty silly, but this game's weird.
Silly but effective.
JP was trying to go for that $5, but he thought, why did we find the book?
Geez.
You know what? If you don't have the candle, you might as well get the book, right?
Are the meme items here in 1?
That is our. Let's see, we got boomerang in the staircase, book. Is that all the items? I think that's only 2.
So we're gonna be behind one of the blue wizard rooms, we believe.
Yeah, it could be the one right up here with only 3. JP might be able to get it just using his 8 bombs, but will he go for that? Well, it looks like Shton is going to be heading up. Probably going to check the, get the take any heart. Maybe get some more rupees. Because he does need to get some more money for that blue candle, which we saw in the bomb shop.
JP got a heart from the Coast Heart item.
And both players now at a comfy... No, not really. 4 hearts is not very comfy. JP finding a clock on the ground, allow him to clear these enemies a little bit quicker. Only to open up the door behind him.
And get greeted with...
Blue Wizards.
Yeah.
He might go for this. Oh. Well, except for that one.
Oh.
Yeah, I was waiting for that, because he was stated right there, one of them was bound to go. Give him a high five in the room. We do have level 5 at level 5, it looks like.
Yep.
Nice color of green. Beautiful.
That's the same color it is in vanilla. So why are they vanilla about this 5? Maybe just change that.
So, it looked like JP did bomb at least one Wizrobe twice. So we know, and how much health do blue Wizrobes usually have?
They usually have 4.
On average? 4? So we do know that they at least have more than 4, right?
No, they're only 3. They're only 3.
Blue Wizrobes only have 3 heads?
Oh, blue Wizrobes. No, sorry.
Yeah.
I was talking about orange
I was
Wizrobes.
like, hold on.
Right. So blue Wizrobes usually have, I think 12? 10 or 12.
Okay. Well, then we don't know anything. We got nothing from that. We at least know that they have more than 8 HP.
Yeah. We see gels are 0 HP.
Yeah, at this point, it is going to be, the last item is going to be on one of those 2 blue wizard rooms, so feels very reminiscent of the last one. JP's going to try and just grab that Triforce and probably get on out of here if these land moles allow it. Oh my gosh.
Also, just like the last one, we see that the Tech Titans have rolled high again.
Oh my gosh, what a legend. That's terrifying, dude. Getting past those.
Item in 5, the White Sword.
Ooh, White Sword. That's really nice to find this early, because last time our aside from the silvers, our White Sword and our wand came in pretty late into the seed. Okay, can JP get out of here? Well, kind of got forced out of there. Oh my gosh, that Pulse voice almost said no. And Shton does get the $5 right in the middle of the room, then gets immediately fireballed. Alright, well, you can't bomb into the Triforce room in 5. I'm sure right now the last thing JP wants to do is die outside of a dungeon again before getting in there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm sure he's very happy to get this heart container now. He is still lacking in a guaranteed White Sword item. He's going to go over here and use another bomb to grab more rupees. He does have the perfect amount to get the blue candle right now, but more rupees is always more gooder.
More gooder.
And he is going to go get the big money over here in the top right. I wonder if he's going to pick up the letter too.
I usually, if I take this route, which I do sometimes, I do pick the letter up, but he is not.
I mean, if you're over here, you might as well, right? It's right there. It takes very little time and allows you to purchase potions. Oh wow! Holy cow! That is blue ring money if I've ever seen it. That is more than double that we got in the last seed.
It was literally more than double. Went from 69 to 144.
Holy cow. I've never seen it that high. That is the highest I've ever seen it. Jeez.
Hey, might not need to pick up candle. We found the red candle is the white sword item.
Yeah, unfortunately, 4 hearts is odd enough to pick that one up. So JP might be able to walk away with it if it's only 5 hearts. It also does look like Shton does bail out of level 5. White sword in hand, but no Triforce. I don't know if we saw the floor item in there. Oh, this is a scary room to be going through with 1 HP. Ooh, okay, is it 5 hearts or is it going to be 6? It is 6 hearts. Oh no. Well, it's not the worst thing, I guess. I mean, red candle is a nice, you know, it's nice because you don't have to. Oh, no. Oh, I'm sick of seeing this. It's so hard to watch, seeing people dying right outside of dungeons over and over. Because you know, every time that happens, like, the player is going to get more frustrated. They're going to make more mistakes. They're not going to be playing clearly. So, hopefully JP can keep it together. He still has plenty more of the seed left to go.
Let's see what's hiding in Vanilla 9 this time around. You see 6.
Ooh. 6 is always one of those, like, gross dungeons.
Especially in shapes, because they tend to be very, very large.
Yeah. Well, in non-shapes, 7 is the gross dungeon.
Yes.
They kind of swap places, for the most part. Because sometimes 7 can be pretty chill. Okay, that is not where the blue ring is, so blue ring is going to be candle locked in... Or, well, it's going to be in the meat shop. Essentially. Yeah, because we haven't seen it yet. Did JP buy his candle? I'm assuming he did.
No, I don't think he did yet.
Huh. Maybe he doesn't want to, because he wants to get the blue ring and just find a heart container and get the red candle. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, that would probably make the most sense for sure.
I'm not sure where he's off to now. Unless he is going to go all the way around and try out Vanilla 6 again.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Oh, it's a scary room to try screen wrap. Well, he wanted to. Alright, still nothing yet in 6, as far as I can tell. Still pretty early to tell.
A lot of rooms that look like they could be staircase rooms.
Magical boomerang.
Surprise!
Well, that's good. It's good to get the floor item out of the way.
Oh yeah, for sure. This could be the item. If it's not, we're dealing with a really ugly 6.
I would not be surprised. Oh,
hey.
Wow, there is the silver arrows in 6, so very nice find. And very early in the dungeon, so I don't think either player is going to miss it. We do have level 7 over in Vanilla 6.
So Shton just has to find the Triforce here in 6, and he's done with it. He's got everything he needs.
Oof, well, hopefully it's not ladder blocked. Because it's all the way up at Vanilla 9, which is not a dungeon you really want to walk to. As we saw in the last seed, where it was level 1. And I believe some of them, at least both players double dipped it. Maybe triple.
See a nice Homestar Runner reference says the system is down on JP's side from the old man. But we find a staircase with the ladder.
Nice find in level 7. Level 7 having the ladder again? Get out of here.
At least it was, very, very early in level 7 this time around.
Yeah, not way stuffed in the back. But I can only assume that Shton was more than likely going to head to 7 after this. Maybe. Oh, and there's the Triforce too. Real quick 7. Just got to find that floor item somewhere. We've got a herd of Dodongos in a moat.
got debated burrows.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, nice little map.
Yeah,
All right, guys. What the heck is that? What does that look like, you guys?
Not a bad 7, though. All things
Not.
considered.
That section on the left side, though, with the looks like a fence.
Only a 25-room 7.
Quick maths.
I can count fast.
Wow.
Kangaroo going number 2.
Sure, why not? We'll go with that. Whoever said that, ban that man. Or woman. Who said that? Looks like JP is just going to grab that Triforce. He might pop back in real quick. This might have been just to get a health refill. Or we might head on out. Hard to say. Alright. He's had enough.
Says head on out.
So I'm sure he is very happy to walk away with another try and a ladder, and just hopes, unlike the last seed, he doesn't ever have to go back there.
Yeah, last seed, both of them runners when the 7 ran away, got the bow, and came back later, and yeah, that's where the ladder was also.
So, is JP really gonna get another secret when he's... Or isn't there a shop up here?
Yeah, he's probably gonna see if the shop's here.
Oh yeah, this is one of the...
$2.35. Talk about a discount.
I forgot that shop existed. I've never been to that shop.
However,
in all these practice seeds.
However, the bombs were left much to be desired. I think they were 35 or 36.
30-something. Gross. Alright, well with that, JP has his defense back again, and he's back up to 45 rupees. So, he does still need a little bit more to get that candle, but... Yeah, I don't know. I know he wanted to prioritize that blue ring over the candle, and especially with that red candle being at the white sword item, he's probably going to try and hold out and see if he can get a heart container out of one of these dungeons, and then when he goes back up to check Vanilla 5, which he never got to check, be able to pick up that red candle.
It's like JP's going to be heading to 6 now, so it's going to be good for him.
Can get those silver arrows? Still haven't seen the second item in here. Nor I don't.
Yes,
I've seen the Triforce item.
The second item was Magic Boomerang.
Right, never mind. We did see it. I take it back. I stand loudly corrected. That's why I was here. I even marked it and just completely forgot. Good job, tracker me. By the way, shout out to our tracker, Pleta. Thank you. Thank you for your contributions. Imagine having to listen to our stupid voices for upwards of 3 hours. Maybe more.
Brave souls there for hanging around with us this long. Already sent it 2.
Ooh. Takes a Lionel to the head. It does look like Shton's gonna be heading over to Vanilla 6. So who knows, maybe they'll do the same thing as JP and bail out after getting the one item in the Triforce, or might dig it a little bit more. Gonna be happy to see that ladder earlier this time. Does get that blue candle.
That's a nice 0 HP Wallmaster. Yep, Tom's gonna go into 7.
Ah! Immediately. Blue Lionels. I forgot about those guys. This boomerang coming in handy for JP. I do feel like there's an argument worth making. I guess maybe if the red candle wasn't at White Sword, that it would make more sense to get the blue candle, then get the blue ring, because of the fact that there's so many secrets that are locked behind the candle. Because now, like, if he wanted to get rupees for... I mean, he needs 9 more rupees to get the blue candle, but let's say he was at 0 after buying the blue ring. What other secrets are there?
Yeah, most of the secrets are candle locks, so... I mean, I don't know if we got the secret near start yet, which is a nice little small... You already got the large secret that's free.
I guess he could do, like, the money farm minigame. The money-making minigame. Try that one out for size.
Yeah, you never see that too often in these flag sets.
I've seen it maybe once. Maybe once. You never know, you could get that plus 50.
I don't think JP has found the silvers yet.
No, I don't think so. Shton does get the Triforce and the ladder out of 7. We going back in? No, that is the save. Going back to start. What is next on this adventure? Looks like it's going to be a trip back to level 2. Might stop and get the heart container. Oh, no. Just going to keep on walking. Oh, gosh.
Walking into a bunch of blue dark nuts.
Yeah, they'll do that.
I call the big one bitey.
Oh, we have a Goma block. Should be convenient if you had the bow. Lousy boomerang. Was this where the silvers were?
Maybe. I know there's a lot of staircases here in 6, so it's double segmented.
Alright, I believe this is going to be our...
Okay, that's silvers.
First time actually seeing more of 2. So I believe both players went in here and got immediately key locked and then didn't go back in for a while. So we do have 2 floor items coming up in this dungeon. And segmented level 2, which is pretty rare. I don't see that very often.
2 is one of those cases there. If you see a staircase, you know it's segmented because there are usually no staircases in 2.
Shton unfortunately takes a boomerang to the face. Thankfully, there wasn't very far into the dungeon, so being able to get right back. Just another instance of this blue ring that JP bought. Might come in handy, saving some time throughout the run. Both players tied up in Triforce pieces. It looks like JP is going to follow suit. Might be heading up to 2 as well. Surprised JP didn't grab the mid secret right at the start of 1. Since he's still looking for rupees for the candle. So he might just be committed to that red candle play.
Yeah, I mean, he knows he still has to go up to vanilla 5 anyway. He never dipped into it.
Alright, well, let's see what floor items we can find in here. Ooh, JP's got to be careful. He wouldn't want to run out of bombs already. Okay, he does get the stun. It's the free bomb drop. Did the same thing that's happened to probably everyone that's played this game, where you run out of bombs and then you actually use the wrong item, or for me, it's actually drink a potion, because it swapped to that after you run out of bombs.
That hurts.
I don't know if I'm a big fan of this, these enemy sets. We got blue and red Tektites and then Gorillas. I guess it's not too bad. There are worse enemy sets you could have. Still not very fun.
Gorillas are very deceptively strong because they're obviously the weaker of the 3 usual underworld enemy sets between them, Wizrobes, and oh, he got White Forest.
Whoops. That means he has to go kill those Dodongos again.
Yes, yeah, the way the game works is funny, because remember we said earlier, boss enemies don't respawn. Well, the triple the dongle set does not count as a boss enemy. It's a regular enemy in 7. So if you see one of the dongle and kill it, it won't respawn. But if you see 3, they will.
Oh, I didn't know that. That makes perfect sense.
I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but it sounds smart, so we'll roll with it.
We'll go with it. I mean, I'm not going to question it. That question is JP going to get Y-Force as well? So that's one of the things about this game is that you gotta careful where you're standing sometimes. You gotta it's good to know where items are gonna spawn when you clear the rooms, so you don't accidentally pick up, you know, a book or a boomerang or a Triforce. Stuff like that.
This room is all. This was close. You avoided it.
I feel like the Triforce piece also has a fairly larger hitbox than it appears. At least if it's in like a Chevy room and you're trying to get around it. No, that does not look like a fun room.
I mean, if you're in the mood for a nice little pancake breakfast, it's fine.
Now, it is worth noting that because of JP dying on the way to level 5, he did not get the white sword out of it, so he's going to have a little bit harder time getting through some of these rooms. But, on the contrary, he does have... Well, now he's going to have enough hearts to get that red candle, so that's going to actually work out pretty well for him. He does have that blue ring. He's going to have a little bit more defense. So that is one of the floor items. There's still one more floor item in level 2 somewhere.
So check this key door to the right here.
Shton's about to get their heart container as well. So they're still only at 5 hearts, so still wouldn't even be able to get that red candle if they wanted to. So they're probably of the mindset of not wanting to go back to soon anyway, since they already got one of the items. And the heart container, or, and the Triforce. Ugh, this does not look like a fun room, but Bomb's taking them out in one hit is pretty nice. 3 HP blue gorillas. Aren't too bad. Alright, well, once again, Shton bailing out on another item in a dungeon.
JP finds the item here, in this room.
Yeah, this has got to be it.
I think he still has to beat the other room with like 6 lights in the far southwest.
Oh, yeah, we did see that as well.
Oh, we found a power bracelet, chat says.
Oh, we did.
Shton did, and I think JP just did as well.
Okay. Listen, if you just didn't say anything, then I could have pretended like it was the first time we'd ever seen it. I gotta take that away from you guys, come on. Well, Power Bracelet's good for JP as well, since he does need to go back up to 5, and now he can just take the warp. The warp. What's the warp called? It has a specific name, doesn't it?
Take any road?
Take any road. Yeah.
Any road is what is their call.
I believe it. I'll go with that. Shton picking up that 144 large secret. And unbeknownst to them, does have enough money if they wanted to get that fancy blue ring. Don't think they've seen where it is yet, though, because it was... Was it at an Armo spot? Or no, it was at a meat spot. The meat shops.
Well, on the coast, fine, heart there. Well, JP is about to get his red candle from the white sword shop. Vanilla 8 having level 8, so Vanilla level 8 on this seed. Shton's gonna go check.
Yeah, we had a Vanilla 8 and a Vanilla 5 now. And then 1 and 2 were just swapped. So at this point, we're looking for 3 things still. We're looking for the bow, we're looking for the raft, and we're looking for the recorder. We have all 3 items left in 8. We still have not found level 3 or 4, which are going to be in the raft spot and the recorder spot.
Just like last season.
Still have an item in 7, and that's it. Sounds about right. Oh, and I think... No. Yeah, there's still an item in here as well, in level 5, that Shton didn't get.
Yeah, we know one item is the white sword. The other item, we do not know.
Yeah, and until JP picks up that white sword, he's going to be using that red candle as a nice offensive tool. It does allow you to use the candle more than once in a room. And oftentimes it'll allow you to kind of stun lock enemies into a corner or up against a wall.
Yeah,
which can be pretty beneficial.
I really like using red candle against Gibdos.
Gibdos, Lionels, likes.
Here we see. Oh, the white horse.
The classic.
He tried so hard to avoid it in 2. He gets he gets hit within 5.
So that was ladder locked then, right? He went over a river spot, so that's why Shton wasn't able to finish level 5 the first time he was there. Oh god, more blue lion molas. They're so scary.
Some of these enemies in this game really haunt my nightmares. Like I'm taking a nice little nap, having a sweet dream, and all of a sudden a bunch of blue wizards show up. Nobody likes that.
They're in your doorway, and you're like, "Why? You're not allowed in there." JP probably very happy to see that white sword, though probably a little upset because of his death that he took on the way back to white sword. Or back to level 5 on the way from white sword. Wishing he probably had that sooner, but... Because whenever you're in a 1v1 raid, every mistake you made, you're thinking to yourself, well, my opponent didn't do that. They did it right. They didn't goof it up. At least I know that's what I do.
Just a little more item here in 5, JP's looking like he's going to clear it out. We want Shton in 8 taking on everyone's favorite fast enemies, the blue animal. Like, seriously, why did they make them so fast?
I know, right? They somehow magically, dodged 2 bombs, just like that. Oh, he's so close! Oh, he's down to 1 heart, or 1 hit for both of them. We did see the second item in level 5. It was a heart container. JP is done! Up in level 5 and heading on over to level 8, it looks like.
Yeah, level 8's the last level that's in JP's logic right now. He's already got the Triforces and most of the items out of 1, 2, 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah, the only questionable location left is the blue wizard blocked item in 1 and, well, wherever the heck the other staircase is in level 7. I don't think we saw the other item in 7. But, yeah. I don't think we've seen anything in 8 yet on Shton's side. Fortunately, taking a few deaths here and there along the way. So
and this room
might
is
be
where it matters.
Yeah, it's a fun room. This is where you just try and... Oh, gosh.
Take a 4 HP beam to the face.
That's the one moment where you're like, Bubble, please hit me. Hit me out of the way. Save me. JP up to 8 hearts now. Feeling pretty comfy. I'd be pretty comfy at 8 hearts. Blue ring. White sword. Silver's already enhanced, so you don't have to worry about finding them in 9. Which nobody wants to do ever. Alright, where's Shton off to now?
Looks like it's going to be what he thinks is a blue ring shop.
And then might, well, it looks like screen scrolling back to level 5. Gonna grab that Triforce and get that heart container that was in there. This blue Wizrobes. At least they're in a room where you could potentially swap them out. Oh, that is not fun.
Well, let's see if killing all those blues are worth it. Going north in this room.
And oh, Shton almost got white forced. Like pixels away from getting white forced. Why are you there?
And a map of 8 and that's a pretty interesting looking. So 8 and 7, just like right next to each other. There's no segments, nothing.
Yeah, and we didn't even, I don't think we even got a map for level 6 because it was such a quick dungeon, so we won't even get to see how awful it probably could have been. There's the map for level 5. I don't know if we even saw that either.
No, we did not.
Maps, overrated. There's my favorite boss in the entire game, the Rupee boss. So I do believe Shton is going... I think the heart container was actually to the south area? Maybe? Yeah. I don't think it was... It was not up here. Definitely wasn't behind all these blue Gurias. Oh, nice fairy drop. Ah! Spooky. Hey, red Wizrobes, fun.
If you need bombs, there you go.
This could be our first staircase item. Nope. Got him.
Or it could be nothing.
I really like this utilization of the block clip just to kind of just to avoid any sort of danger at all. Still nothing. We didn't see, I don't think we saw any of the 3 items when Shton was in here. He kind of noped out pretty quick. I don't blame him. There was a lot of heavy hitters in here. Finding the Zelda room in level 5.
One day we'll find the Zelda room. Hold the Zelda, but won't be today.
Still nothing.
Mama holes here open up for JP.
Oh, and this was the room that Shton was in right before bailing out of here, I think.
Yeah,
Yikes.
he got hecked by a red Wizard beam.
Yeah, let's see if you can swap out that blue Wizard for something a little nicer. Yeah, swap it out for another Moblin. Please, thank you.
It can't always be this easy.
He picked up something.
It was just a key.
Okay. That is something. Hey, another key. Shton did get the Triforce out of level 5 and is going to go back in and look for that second item. It is a heart container. We can see that.
Right, here's the first stair item. 8.
It's a heart container. Which I still wouldn't be too upset about. At least it'd stop the beeping for the time being.
You were saying?
For the time being. Well, hopefully for JP's sake, that isn't where the floor item is, or the Triforce. Alright, Shton does get the heart container out of 5 and is heading out. Where will he go next? I believe it's either back to level 8, or... It's probably gonna be, yeah. Probably gonna be level 8. Could go to level 7. There's still another item in there, but when you're still looking for the Triforce, Looks like he's gonna go find the blue ring. It's a smart idea. He's seen what kind of horrors are in this dungeon. He doesn't want to deal with that anymore. Who knows? We might get a red ring in this dungeon. Nothing. Still nothing. I don't think have we even seen like a mugger room yet? Or a bomb upgrade in this seed? I don't think we have.
No, we have not. You see a black screen with a bunch of blue land molars, though. Everybody's favorite.
Go, 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 go. It's so scary. Yeah, fortunately, Shton checking all the shops, but not finding the blue ring that he's looking for. He does now know that it is going to be in the meat shops, and the closest one is the one in the corner on the way to level 1, near level 1. Though I guess if he's going to go to level 8, he can go grab the one over there, but might be stopping as well to pick up. I don't know what he's doing. I should stop speaking for him, because I clearly don't know what's going on in his mind. Forgotten shop at this point? Yeah, looks like it.
Probably the best way.
Really good with these screen reps, though. That was really fast. Alright, and Shton does pick up that blue ring, increasing his defense, making every heart count as 2 hearts, basically. And increases survivability in this level 8, which is proven to be pretty foul, pretty rude. Man, still nothing. So far, still just that 1 heart container in here.
Still got about 8-9 rooms to check down here. Finds the compass, which is nice.
Let's just back and to the left. You just gotta go back and to the left.
Sounds like you just cha-cha slide there then. Slide to the left.
Gonna bomb a couple more walls and then refill his bombs, which is always nice. Still looking for that floor item and 1 more staircase and more. Holy cow. It's like the 3rd set of blue land moles we've seen in this dungeon so far. Careful.
There you go.
It looked like Shton was trying to go get the take any in the raft spot, but unfortunately no raft means no take any art. Do see another heart container in level 8. So now we are in the we're eligible for that magical sword over in the graveyard, but you know, still what, 20% chance?
Yeah. Just because you're eligible doesn't mean you'll get it.
Right. Eligible to win.
Like me getting promotions at work. I might be eligible for them, I'm not gonna get them.
This is getting a little scary. I would probably just chill out in the doorway. But with only 3, these guys are going to be too hard to get through. No drop, though. Ugh.
More of them.
I get so sick of these guys. I would just kill the other enemies and see if I can swap them out. Ooh, the Wizrobe beam. Doing a full 2 hearts of damage with the blue ring from the red Wizrobe, so a bit unavoidable there. I mean, here's the thing. JP's mind, he's got 1 item in here and 1 item in 7. That's it. All that's left. And we're still looking for a raft to get to level 3 or 4, or a recorder to get to level 4. We're also still looking for that bow. Still 3 items away from go mode while still, you know, closing in on the 50-minute mark. You gotta be thinking about, oh, what's my opponent doing? Did they already find the items in here? Oh yeah, we still haven't seen what's on the other side of that key door.
So what's going on in Triforce here in this room? Is a bunch of blue lamel? Yeah.
We got one. Okay. He's gonna be able to head back in that room, despawn the other one, and then check out what's on the other side there. That is where the Triforce is, so hopefully for him, find an item right here.
Bombs?
Not the item you want, but bombs, yeah, still pretty good. Both players in level 8 looking. Just some more bombs. Now, the only unfortunate thing about this is, like, well, if I go too far, I'm going to on those blue land molars, so I should just grab this and get some full health. Guess maybe head back inside, but yeah, we're down to one item. One item here, one item in 7. What's it going to be?
Well, I'd hope that one of them will be the recorder or the raft, so we can progress to a new dungeon.
So, we're just looking for the floor item. We have that one staircase that JP found that had, you know, some bubbles, some whiz robes and all that. Or that one in the bottom right spot that had some bubbles and some whiz robes and all that. And I think some fireball shooters, so not really very fun potential locations for that last item. Nice heart drop from the land molas to let him get almost back up to full health, as it looks like he is going to be heading down to this bottom right spot and hoping that is it. Looks like Shton's going to be following suit as well, but down to only 2 hearts. Got to be very careful here. Oh yeah, it could be here too, couldn't it? Or maybe there was an item on the ground, I don't remember.
Probably going to kill one of these rooms with deep blue land molars and try to get around.
I don't think we saw this room either. No. Never mind. JP probably happy to find those bombs there in that previous room. Gonna allow him to clear this room a little bit quicker. And if it's not here, then he'll absolutely know where it is. It is not here! Oh my gosh. And unfortunately, Shton does take a death in that room as well. That's such a long walk, too. That's so far from the entrance of this dungeon.
Yeah, this level 8's pretty big. It's a solid 31 rooms in this level 8.
Quick maths.
Not as quick, because I'm kind of falling asleep here. Getting late. But I'm still mad.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yo, nice
Oh, nice.
bombs.
Yeah, that was good. So yeah, JP knows exactly where it's going to be, because I think all he has left is that one spot. It's not, I don't think it was over here. No, it was over there, but it was a staircase, so he can't bomb left there. So there's a staircase on the right. And if it ends up not being in here, then he's going to know. 7. Well, I believe for Shton, there's still an item in 5 that he's not aware of, right? Yeah.
I'm not sure at this point.
I don't remember if... No, I don't think... No, I think Shton got it. Oh, Shton is going to see it. It is the... It's the bow. Well, I mean, that's a great item. It's something you definitely need. But it's not going to be that immediate progression these players are hoping for.
Oh, man.
But nice work digging that out real quick, and then just has to go down, kill those blue land molas, and then Shton is out of here. probably going to be heading back to level 7.
Yeah, we're gonna be dead even here. Both our runners will have the same amount of Triforces and all the same items.
Same health, same everything. So yeah, with that, I have to assume that both players did dig out everything except for the last item in level 7, so we got ourselves a race, folks. All right, well then.
Well, pretty much neck and neck here now.
Yeah. Question is, what is going to be next? Oh, we do still have that item in 1. Looks like that's where JP is going to be heading right now. I completely forgot about that. So we have 2 unaccounted for items. The floor item, or the staircase item in 7, and the floor item in 1, which we know was blocked by a series of blue whiz robes, much like in the first game between these two players. Now, I don't think we never actually saw what was at that spot in the first seed. Well, maybe we'll get to see it this time. But JP gonna have to be a little bit careful. He is only at 2 hearts. So that's the downside. Shton might be able to take advantage here because he was able to grab the Triforce and get that full health leading level 8. Oof. I was thinking that last slash is going to be the one to kill him, but... I don't remember if we've actually seen that room that JP was just in cleared, to be quite honest. I do know that there were a couple other rooms that were filled with more blue whiz robes.
What's the Triforce room? We're going to farm these guys with bombs here, and JP gets a pack.
Hopefully these players just kind of chill in the doorway and get some bombs in on them. Working out pretty well so far for JP. Down to got them all, and just a key. We gotta kill a few more things in here.
Yep, some more blue whiz robes waiting for us, though. Don't you worry.
So yeah, assuming this is what we're looking for, if this is the last item, or at least the recorder or the raft, whoever can clear these rooms first will be taking the lead.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna be this room here with all these blue whiz robes.
Oh, gotta be careful there. Yeah, JP was close. I feel like he was pretty close to clearing this room, but then Wizrobe did what it just did to Shton and kind of went into the doorway and stood on top of him. Gotta be careful.
Raft.
Oh, there it is. There's the raft. Okay, can JP finish this out? He's got to be very careful. He can take 2 hits. 1 left. He's dancing on him. He's letting him have it. All right. Oh, okay. These players continue to be neck and neck, heading over to Vanilla 4. Let's see if it is Vanilla 4 or if it's level 3.
And we would presume that probably find a recorder in here, but we've seen stranger things happen.
Yeah, it could be nothing in here. And then recorder was just in 7 the entire time. Ooh, that's a lot of blue vinyls. Nice thing is, though, having that bow now allow them to kind of take advantage of the silver arrows that they got relatively early. JP farming a bomb here just so he has something for this dungeon.
Yeah,
It's always good to have bombs.
Shton does not have any bombs right now, and that's the difference.
Probably should have taken the time to kill those blue vinyls because they have a chance of dropping bombs. Like that.
And a compass
Easy
too.
game. And there's the map for JP. Alright, that looks...
Sideways microscope?
Chocolate microscopes.
I don't know, maybe.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Assuming recorder is in here, as soon as they find it, they will be in Triforce and Go mode. Just gotta go finish out 4. This is gonna be really close. Like, at this point, because these 2 dungeons are relatively short compared to the rest, I can't imagine there being too much routing divergence between these 2 players. We'll see. We'll see what 4 looks like. but this looks like a relatively linear 3. It's going to really just come down to level 9. Does this dungeon only have blue Lionel? Is that all they could afford?
You know, sometimes game decides not to be original.
Oh, that's a nice find. The red ring in 4 or 3.
Nice little defensive upgrade. Still not the recorder what we're looking for, but we are not going to turn that down, that's for sure.
And there's no way you're going to miss this because you have to bomb through this wall. You're having a little bit of trouble with this block clip. I think sometimes if you mess it up, you kind of have to back out and try again as opposed to standing right in the same spot. I don't know if that's true or not, but
yeah, I don't know.
It seems like that. Rumors have been told. JP picks up his red ring as well, both sitting at comfy defense, especially with both players at 10 hearts. And the convenience of routing towards, 4 is going to be the recorder spot, and then level 9's over at level 3. So no more real overworld traversal, which is pretty nice. Now the question is, do any of these players have potions or anything on them? I mean, they're at red ring now, so it's, not as important or essential, but still a nice thing to have. You never know when Ganon's gonna dunk on you.
Yeah, I don't think either one of these arms has the key potion pickup yet. I know neither one has the letter, so it would have to be a potion from, say, the coach near level 1.
Oh, it's in 7!
Oh, it's the heart container!
The staircase in 7. So, 7, as we saw in the last seed, can be pretty disgusting. So, there's a good chance that we could see a bit of divergence in that dungeon, digging out that recorder. Alright, well, Shton is the first player to be heading out of level 3. I feel like it does seem like Shton has maybe a bit of advantage in the, in execution. Not just considering, screen wraps and stuff like that. Level 7 was at Vanilla 6, I believe, and that's where he's heading right now. Still continues to be a very close game. Now you guys gotta remember, this is game 2 of a best of 3. If Shton is able to take this victory, it will tie up the series, and then we'll have to go to a game 3 on another day. But if JP is able to pull a victory here, he'll be moving on to take on Crystal Saver in round 2, which... oof. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. It's okay, if you win your next match, then you get to take on Unos, and if I win my match, I get Antlers, so, we're all kind of
hooray!
Looking forward to the end of the tournament for us.
I'm so excited! I get to play probably the best runner of this game.
Yay! It's okay. It'll be fun.
As long as we're having fun.
Yeah. Besides, at the end of each match, when you lose by an hour, and I lose by an hour, we can all go back and watch the races and be like, oh, so that's what I should have done. I should have been good at this game.
Yeah. I shouldn't have died to Blue Wizards 20 times.
Yeah. Oh, JP is gonna go for the magical sword. We are at, what, 11 hearts? Oh, we get it! Okay. That could be huge.
Did not go for that.
Yeah, Shton doesn't go for that, then that's going to be a pretty big advantage for JP. I mean, that increases your attack power tremendously, and just killing enemies, but also just for Ganon itself, only having to hit him 4 times. Alright, so these players are looking for a staircase. That is it. Just need to find an item staircase to get a recorder.
No, it's not going to be a staircase. It's going to be on the floor. We saw the
was ladder in the staircase? Oh, sorry.
Very early on.
My bad. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. I mismarked. Wait a minute. Okay. Carry on. That makes a lot more sense, because people are more likely to skip out on finding the floor item, especially early on in the seed when you're not at the attack and defense power that you want to be at. Is it going to be right here on this manhandle? It is not. The quest continues. Ooh, nice bomb drop for JP as well. Still haven't, yeah, we still haven't even seen any bomb upgrades yet, which is surprising. Oh, well, speak of the devil, there's one. Well, that's the thing. JP's going to be able to pick that up if he finds that room. So that is also going to be an advantage for JP, Megs, and more bombs. And as we saw in the last seed with, you know, JP having to leave level 9, I think 2 or 3 times to go buy more bombs and to get health, but mostly the bombs.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. So he's not going to get that, but he does have the recorder.
Apparently Shton missed it. Going,
Was there 2 in
was
here?
that both?
Or is he
bomb
backtracking?
upgrades? No, he's not backtracking. That was both bomb upgrades were the 7.
That's funny. All right, well, JP in the lead, heading into what will be level 4. First player with the recorder, first player in go mode, has the magical sword in hand.
Shton gets it right now. Skipped the room the first time around, but grabs it this time.
Now, the question is, how big is this magical sword going to play a part? We still have, you know, routing in level 4. We have no idea what it looks like.
Hey, I recognize that tune also.
Is that the Lamb song?
That's the Lamb song.
Lamb Shop?
This is the song that does it. Okay, I want to...
Oh my gosh. Having magical sword, you could just take your revenge out on all these awful you had her.
Oh, yeah.
You die in 1 hit.
Oh, yeah.
You die in 2 hits. You die in 1 hit. Fantastic.
Oh, and the cop is
oh my gosh, wow. Easiest 4 in the world. It's just sitting right there. Alright. Here we have it. JP gonna be first player into level 9. Of course, level 9 is a massive dungeon. Twists and turns and bomb walls and key doors and at least 1 Ganon.
And it could be just as easy as level 4 was.
Yeah, we'll see. So, we're going to be looking for 2 things, Rambler. I don't know if you know this, but in case you do, please tell us. What are those 2 things we're going to be looking for particularly?
Sorry,
and listening for.
I'm new to this.
You're new to this, okay.
Okay, so what
do
we're
your best.
Listening for, I believe, will be the roar of Ganon. If you're into a room and you hear the sound of a boss, if the boss is not in that room, that means you're hearing Ganon, and Ganon will be 1 room away. The other thing we're looking for is a single shutter door in a room. If you kill all the enemies in that room and the door does not open, you have found where Zelda is.
And since we do have JP's audio, we will be able to listen for that roar. And interesting start to this dungeon. Gonna be going for this kind of northern route. We do find our first staircase. Of course, there are also 2 items in this dungeon in staircases, so we're not looking for any items at this point.
Although we assume that it's going to be a wand and a heart container, based on what we already know.
Yeah, it seems like JP's clearing some of the rooms. Well, he has to clear this room because he's locked in. It looks like he's clearing rooms, maybe trying to find that compass again, like he did in the last one. Finding a map is also nice because it allows you to kind of save some bombs. There's a lot of wall masters in this room. Holy cow.
That was a full 8 of wall masters. No big deal.
This is anybody's game. It's just a matter of who routes where. Shton going north.
Taking stabs at Cleveland sports teams.
JP going west.
Oh god, that magical sword is so good.
Who's gonna find Ganon first? Now, okay, that shutter door open. Well, it was a double shutter door, so it could have been there. There's another staircase. You gotta be careful not to get grabbed by a wall master. They're the worst at getting grabbed by a wall master super deep into level 9. Especially, particularly outside of Zelda's room. Which happened in a qualifier once. I'm still mad about that one.
I remember that one.
I feel like it happened to a bunch of people, because it was a dark room, and it was like a Triforce room, so you were forced into the corner, and the wall master's like, gotcha. JP getting stuck in these shutter doors with at least keys. Not the worst thing. The last thing he wants to do is, you know, up and A out of here with his full health. No, we do have a shutter door here.
I think this is one that Shton came up from, though.
Yeah.
Both taking staircases here now, and there's the target there.
There it is. Okay, Shton all the way on the left side there. Because we don't have both players' audios on, we won't be able to really tell if Shton does find Ganon or hears it. You can usually tell because they start frantically bombing everywhere, but seeing as this is just a one-off room, he's going to be frantically bombing everywhere. Anyway, down to 2 bombs, though. He's got to be a little bit careful. JP's sitting at a more comfortable 7. Does find bombs on the floor, though. Get back up to 6. So when you're in these kind of rooms, I think when there's a shutter door, you definitely want to clear them to see if they open up. Because if they don't, you know it's Zelda. That one is not going to be Zelda. So we keep going. Dude, this is nerve-wracking. Literally anyone's game. That magical sword is not going to make a difference at this point, really. Unless they both enter Ganon at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we do find a shoot room. What
Ooh, a shutter door. Oh, hello,
There's
Zelda.
Oh, wow. So that's a huge advantage for Shton right now. Finding Zelda already, so once he finds Ganon, assuming he's taking good notes, he'll know exactly how to get back there to save Zelda. Their staircase. Let's see where it goes. Because you never know if Ganon's just going to be in a one-off magical staircase way up in the corner or something silly. This is looking like the path.
Yeah, this is the Zelda path.
Yeah, I think so. JP goes north. I think that's where Zelda was? Or maybe it's one left and then north. Going back.
Going right north, I think is what it was. Oh, he wanted to see if the roar was masked by the big dogger. Oh,
Gotcha.
that's where the roar is. The roar is right near Zelda. It's left and right of the shoot room.
Oh,
So now he knows where Ganon and Zelda is.
oh wow. Okay, this is really close because that means that both players know exactly where it is. Shton already on this left side over here, bombed north. So.
And so what we do know also is that Shton also knows where Ganon is.
Yeah, it might be just right here, bombing right. That looking like it.
If we bomb north here, it's going to be one to the right.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
JP just tested. Oh, they're gonna be in the game at the same time.
Oh my god, they're both there! So
this is actually gonna come down to swords.
Mags versus White.
Oh my god. Alright, that's 2. Oh, missing the stun lock. What is it? 4 8s to 8 hits?
Yeah, so Shton now has 4, so they both need 4 hits left to get Ganon dead. JP gets his first.
It's his second.
Now it's 2 left for JP and
3
for Shton, 3 for JP.
Is it gonna come down to a sword difference? No stun lock.
JP's frantically stabbing away, trying to get the lash on Ganon. Shton gets the
and
lash
Shton
on
gets
Ganon
it
first.
Oh my god. It's this.
JP can't find Ganon.
Oh no! That's amazing!
And Shton's in there first!
Holy cow!
And no! JP's going the wrong way! But Shton is the first one to Zelda.
Shton taking it with a 115 flat, sending us into a Game 3 scenario.
Wow.
GG's in chat for that.
Crazy finish to this race.
Yeah, JP, he knew where he had to go, so he was just going the way that made the most sense to him.
Yep, and JP finishes officially 28 seconds behind at a time of 1:15.28.
Well, here's the thing, even if JP had gotten the kill first, his walk all the way back over there might have been enough. It would have been even closer.
Yeah,
holy cow.
If JP didn't, because Shton knew to go straight up, straight right, and get to Zelda that way, that even if JP had finished first, Shton might have gotten there first, because he knew that route was possible to happen.
Wow. What a close race. 28-second difference.
Well, that ending woke me up, I will say that.
It's so hard because you want to be able to hear both players' audios when they're in level 9 in case one player finds Ganon first, because we found Zelda on Shton's side, but we had no idea Ganon was right there too. Holy cow. Wow. I'm blown away. Wow. Let's see if we can get these runners in here so they can talk this over. Much closer race in this one than the first one.
Yeah, both of these runners pretty much made the same plays at the same time, and their paths, even though they were pretty separate to start off, they converged really quick, and they stayed neck and neck for the entire, say, last half hour to see.
Oh, I don't even know what to say now. That was so crazy.
Ready for Game 3? Oh, Game 3 is not going to be happening now. They got to schedule and all that, and
yeah, I don't think they scheduled it yet.
I'm looking forward to Game 3 with these two, though. That was a really good 2 games.
Just amazing that they were able to, it's hard enough doing back-to-back tourney races in a row like that and keep it together, remembering everything and all that stuff. So kudos to both these runners for doing a doubleheader. All right, well, let me go see if we can get them in here. 1 second. All right, and we do have Shton joining us. I'm going to drag a bit. I'm going to drag him in. I'm going to drag him up. Drag him out. I'm going to drag him in. Welcome, runners. GG's on a crazy 2-set race.
Thank you.
I don't know where to start, but I'm going to ask the good old age-old question of, how you feeling?
Better. I was on full tilt after that first race, not being able to find the ladder. So.
Yeah, that's understandable. That was a pretty rough seed in general, especially with all the blue Wizrobe. Well, can you believe that they put blue Wizrobes in both level 1s in both seeds back to back? Unbelievable.
That was crazy. Yeah, the first run seemed worse anyway. There was that one room in the top left corner. So yeah, I made several mistakes as related to Wizrobes.
So I do have to ask, one thing that did kind of stand out in both the races was JP going for the blue ring, which allowed him to, you know, kind of not really tank more damage, but just made things a little bit easier in some of the rooms, especially because like these had a lot of blue wizards and stuff. Do you generally just not go for the blue ring if you don't have to, Shton? I know you did get it in this one because you were kind of forced to.
The first race, a couple things. Number one, I think I got arrow and bow super early, or silvers and bow, and so I thought that I was going to be in go mode pretty early, honestly. And then, and I think in that first race, the big secret was only like, well, I think it was 69, and
yeah,
and so it seemed like I was using arrows to try and get through dungeons. And I mean, at one point when I was struggling with blue wizards, I thought about it, but I know that I had already gotten one of the large secrets at that point, and so.
Yeah, it was kind of an interesting point about the first race because you did get the bow a lot earlier. Your silver arrows to get through a lot of rooms, so your rupee count was generally a lot lower.
When I get silvers early, I really try and use them.
You know, yeah, it makes sense because especially when like almost every enemy rolled up in that seed, you kind of have to.
And in this one, the large secret was substantially more. It's 140 something, I think. And so. I don't remember what level I decided that that it would be useful, but yeah, maybe I should route that in.
The last level 9 has still kind of got me kind of.
Well, I didn't.
I'm at a loss of words.
Obviously, I'm only looking at IRC, and so he got done, and I mean. Like 28 seconds after, and so
yeah, you
at
guys
first
entered.
I thought he was meaning to dot quit, and
Shton was like in the Ganon fight like seconds before him. JP did get the magical sword at 11 hearts right before going back to 7, but had a little bit more trouble finding Ganon because that fight's a little silly and it's kind of really hard to hit him. You just kind of just a shot in the dark, it seems. And you both had found him by going up through the chute room. So JP went back down and found Zelda through that door as opposed to you going up and to the right. So that's what.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That wasn't the difference maker. You did kill Ganon first. But had JP killed Ganon first, might have been the difference maker. It's hard to say. It was a very close race. And it was interesting because we had JP's audio. So when we saw you find Zelda, we had no idea that you heard Ganon. We had no idea. So when JP finally got to that point, we were like, oh, that's why. Well then, that's interesting.
Yeah.
But it was a super close race that we were so like after you guys found the raft out of back in 1 behind all those blue whiz robes, we were like, okay, raft's gonna lead to recorder in 3, and then go mode 4, right into 9, but then nope. Back to level 7, just like the first one.
Yeah, luckily I think I was go mode at level 4, and I think I was only in 3 or 4 rooms in it. So.
Yeah, it was real quick. You guys both left 8 exact same time, though you had a bit of a heads up because you got the Triforce. You were at full health going into, what was that? What was the level you did after that? 2. No, 1. Yeah, back to level 1, so you had a little bit easier time getting back up there and getting to the blue whiz robes. But yeah, it was a very interesting seed, very interesting race. Can't believe it came down to the wire like that. Going into game 3,
there've been a couple close ones, but that I don't know that I've seen one. It was 28 seconds.
Yeah,
apart. I'm excited to go back and watch it. So
the question for both you guys is going into game 3, what are you going to work on until then, if anything? Or do differently?
I think the second I see a blue Wizro room that has, more than 4 of them, probably go out and immediately get blue ring. I mean, I don't know. The first race, I mean, still, I may go back to that level 7. I have no idea where that bomb hole was. Seems like I bombed every, every possible.
You were actually really close. You got out. You went through the staircase. You were on the left side there. There was a room that had like 3 bomb holes, but you went like up. There was a room. It was like a Bomberman room, or the one with all the little blocks and the Dodongos. I think you could either bomb north there.
I still can't figure out what room.
Oh yeah.
For even that map. So
missing out on the map kind of made it harder because it's like, well, there's a million places I could bomb, and I didn't find any bomb. Yeah, all the bomb upgrades were in level 7.
Yes,
which was pretty funny.
Well, thank y'all for sitting through 2 seeds with us. I'm sorry that first one was so ugly. I'm glad JP put me out of my misery.
Misery described that first seed pretty well. You go watch my level 9 in the first one, and that level 9 was misery.
Mm-hmm. It was tough. I mean, you bailed out of there at least 2 times minimum, 3 times max, I think, to go get more bombs.
Once to go get a potion, once to get bombs, maybe twice to get bombs. It was so linear. Like, it got to the end, you had to just find the one bomb wall to get to Zelda.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes.
I don't know. I do have to say that's one of the things I got worried about is bomb management. Second seed was better. I was using bombs to kill those wizards, which helped.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure. It didn't help that both the bomb upgrades were in level 7. I was half expecting you to pick one up, JP, but because they were both like right around where the recorder was, maybe like 1 or 2 rooms away.
I never.
And you had the money for it. It was like 117 or something like that.
Yeah, I never found them. So
nope. Found that recorder and bailed out, which is exactly what anyone would have done. So
yeah. But yeah, I think some bomb management I got to worry about. Wizrobe seeds are so tough. It's like, I don't know how much you can really improve on them. You can do some combat practice, but I mean, I think even advanced runners struggle with them because their movement's just so random.
Yeah. You really just got to take advantage of if you have bombs just sitting in a stairway or a doorway, but making sure that they don't go into the doorway with you and kill you that way. Same with all the land molars too. The seed had a lot of them. And
I don't remember what level it was, but there was a level that seemed like it had at least 4 or 5.
I think it was level 8 had, including one that was holding the Triforce. That was pretty awful. Those are still like one of the worst enemies in the game just because of how fast they move. But even the red ones are bad too because they're like they know or you know where you're going.
Yeah, I felt like in a couple different rooms I was dancing with those red land molas trying to get around them.
Yeah, and JP, unfortunately, several times this seed, at least 3 times, died either right outside of a dungeon he was trying to dive into. I believe you got hit by a boulder on the way to Vanilla 6. You died leaving the white sword spot. And I think you got bopped on the way to maybe Vanilla 2 or something, which is just unfortunate because it's a long walk back.
Yeah, that definitely hurts too. Yeah. Not a lot you can do about that usually in terms of that. Just like, okay, I try to avoid walking back up there just because it depends on the situation. Sometimes I'll go straight back forward if I know I need to. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, I'll just go do this other thing that's quicker instead.
Makes sense to me. Well, guys, thank you so much for putting on such a fantastic show these past couple hours. Appreciate it. Good luck to both you guys in your game 3 whenever you guys decide to schedule that. I'll be sure to watch it. And
thank you.
Yeah. Good luck out
thanks. There. Looking forward to it.
Go get some sleep. I'm sure you guys want some sleep. But yeah, just want to say thank you all as well for watching. Thank you, Boletta, for tracking this one, and of course the fine folks at Speed Gaming for hosting, restreaming, and all the admin team behind the Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament for putting the show on. It's been a treat to learn. It's been a treat to watch. We got plenty more action for you guys coming up tomorrow. I believe this is the last race of the night, so make sure to hit up that schedule, check it out, and we'll see you guys sometime tomorrow for more Zelda 1, including my race, which is tomorrow. Yeah, I gotta practice some more. All right. Y'all have a fantastic night. Take it easy.
Thanks, Wood.